Hey everyone, I'm Maria here. I wanted to record a video on why we're vegan and what we eat, what we have in our fridge. And just a little background. I started with being a vegetarian since uh, before my dad died. He died when I was 9, and I think it must have been like 6 or 7, where I remember him killing a goat. Of course, if you grow up and like live, we didn't grow up in the farm. We grew up in LA. But if you grew up in like a farm and stuff, um, yes, that's a natural thing. You have animals, you butcher them, and you eat them. And I just couldn't. Like the day that I saw him kill the goat, it was just traumatizing to me, and I just couldn't eat. I didn't eat it. I did not touch the birria that he made, and after that, it was like that on and off all my life. My mom would make the main meals, and oh my gosh, I didn't say the disclaimer. Disclaimer: we're a big family. I have 5 kiddos. I homeschool them. It's loud in here. We have a dog. I don't edit this. This is just raw life. And
I got my phone. Mommy, can I put this away?
yes, please. And so yeah, this is life because we don't have a perfect life. So I don't want to portray that.
I got my box.
So okay, going back to that, we
This is called.
so yes, all in life, my mom would make the main dishes, and then she would make the side dishes, and the side dishes is what I would eat because they were mainly meatless. Sometimes when she was being really nice, she would make me my own meal separately. And then when I was in high school, I watched and read the book, the documentary of Fast Food Nation, and yeah, it was not cool. And I stopped eating meat altogether. I only had it was only animal products that I would eat, and a lot of fruit, not a lot of vegetables because I didn't like them. And then I was very anemic, and my mom would take me to get B12 shots at the clinic because I was a runner. And then she started with Julian, and then we started with she started with this thing called Openly Life, which is like it's not like Herbalife, but it's like it was like vitamins and stuff like that from Mexico, and that helped a lot. Like for example, I ran a marathon. From all the runners, I was the only person that would go to school the next day and feel okay. And it was just a lot due to that. Even though I wasn't eating everything, all the right things, I was getting my nutrients elsewhere. And then I stopped the B12 shots once my mom started giving me those products. I'm not sponsoring them or anything because I don't use, or they're not sponsoring me or anything, but I don't use them anymore. I don't know if they changed. This was like 20 years ago. But I know they're still around. And so then I went to military, and after boot camp, when I was in tech school, like I was starving throughout boot camp, and in tech school I ate everything. I didn't care what it was. Just put it in front of me, I would eat it. And I met my husband, who was a big meat eater, and he taught me how to cook. And when I was pregnant with my first with my daughter, I craved steak and ribs and stuff like that, and I think it was just because the baby, it was her. It was the baby that made me crave those things, I think. And then after that, again, for the last 10 years, it's been on and off, me being vegetarian, and tried different diets. We actually did keto for a while, and I wasn't a big fan of it because that was a lot of bacon and stuff. And I had separated the fact of I guess I valued me wanting to get into shape a lot more than the animal that was dead animal that was in front of me. And it was just really selfish of me, but I didn't feel like a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm losing weight, I'm feeling good. I was not losing that much weight and feeling that great because I like eating fruit. So that was really hard for me. Eli, can you get your foot off the Bible, please? Can you put it away or move it to the side? We're not talking about that right now. And so last year, my husband watched The Game Changers, and it changed our life because, like I said, he was a big meat eater. He's always had problems like with what is it called? Heartburn and like gas, intestinal problems and stuff like that. And so then he, all of these things about heart disease and stuff like that, like he was just, his mind was just completely changed. And he decided we're not buying meat anymore. We're all going plant-based. And I was really happy. And we had watched What the Health before that, but we watched that one, and then we watched like this Valley Retreat thing, and it was really cool because it really explains what you could do with raw food. And I hope to go there one day. But so after that, we were staying with my sister at that time because we were still in the process of moving. So we're at this house. We've been here for like 2 months, which I'll share a lot about that later in another video. But so we were at my sister's, and we were still like kind of like up and down, me and the kids, with our eating. He was still strictly plant-based, and he loves Indian food. So there's a lot of Indian food around where he works. So now, so for the last 3 months, we've been strictly plant-based as a whole family with the kids. And I just wanted to share what we have in our fridge and just how it's not that difficult. So here I have beans that I made. I made a bunch of beans yesterday. I made chilaquiles, beans, rice. Still have leftover rice, cauliflower, and soy chorizo. I ended up getting the soy chorizo because it was on sale 2 for $5. And then we have some tofu. Oh, was I even recording that? Soy chorizo, they were 2 for $5. I have soy tofu, or not soy tofu, we have tofu. Some vegan cheese. I like cheesy stuff. So we have tortillas there. We have some veggie dumplings back there and peppers. And then my husband got a whole bunch of free, what are they? Jerusalem artichokes, which I've never heard about, which I'm going to have fun trying to create something with them. And then we have some leftover watermelon that we're going to eat today. Apples, lettuce, cabbage, cauliflower. A lot of more leftover things here, like avocado from yesterday, which I'm going to have for lunch with some beans, spinach. And we were blessed with so many oranges. My husband and the boys went to go pick some at a friend from church. He had a lot of oranges. He has a big orange tree. So usually that area here will be covered with fruit that like seasonal fruit, like strawberries, blueberries, and stuff like that. Right now it's oranges. And then here we have some veggies. We have broccolini. What else do we have? We have mushrooms, butternut squash, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, more avocados, radishes. Oh, we were supposed to eat this yesterday. My 3-year-old loves radishes, and zucchini. So I'm probably gonna give him some rice with radishes for dinner. For lunch. Oh, I should put these back. And then my husband did a lot of research about the milks. There's a lot of different kinds of milks that are plant-based. He saw that Good Karma and Silk Oat Yeah are the best. Like, they have the most nutrients. And then the kids like these. So we always kind of mix a little bit of these to kind of give them a little bit more nutrients. And then if you receive WIC, which we do because we're a big family and have a lot of kids, they actually give soy milk. These I use more for baking. And then the tofu I also got from WIC. And then a lot of here are condiments. So my husband does kefir. This is coconut kefir. He used to do raw milk, or the milk, regular milk kefir, but since then we stopped and he just uses this. So he worked at a creamery for a couple months, and the milk over there in Washington was like not very expensive, or it was more than the regular milk, but the raw milk here in California, it's like $12 or something like that. It was crazy. Okay, going back to this. So this is a bouillon that we use. It's a vegetable one, deli. I love to use this on everything because it has, is this the one with the vitamins? It has vitamins, like a lot of vitamins. And then we have vegan mayo, other condiments, and then I had shared about this. I thought I was gonna like it a lot, the fettuccine, but I didn't like the way it tasted. My husband liked it, and they were gonna be making teriyaki tofu, and then leftover sauce because we don't use a lot for the kids. Hummus and carrots are a must. My husband I drink smoothies for breakfast like every day now. It's easier on the baby, and he just found these 2 powders to kind of help me increase vitamins and stuff. He's such a good husband. He's not the type of husband that's gonna get me flowers and stuff like that, or chocolates for Valentine's or anything, but he would buy me things like that. So I think that's love. And then the freezer real quick, alkaline water, and then so the veggie nuggets, the kids, sometimes like they want something like this, so usually like we'll have it stocked up a little bit more with more of these veggie things, but my husband lately has said that he doesn't want a lot of processed stuff. And then I always get have ice cream because the kids always want something sweet, so I always want ice cream when they go to sleep. So this is non-dairy. We haven't tried this yet, but they were on sale. There were 2 for $5 also, so that was good. This is our favorite ice cream here. So delicious. It has to have the cashew milk. It's amazing. And then my frozen fruit up here for my smoothies. And we'll do the pantry another time because it's just crazy right now. I think my husband fixed it, but then I unfixed it again. But everything really, we make stuff from scratch. I try to. I know it's funny, a lot of the food that they eat for breakfast is muffins, but I put in, flax and other vitamins or other things that they need, nutrients, and try to make it healthy for them, and it's fun because it's a muffin. And so, yeah, so what we're doing now, something that I had shared in the other video that we were making on Saturday before I decided to redo it because the navigation system, it was just the sound quality was bad, which I don't know if I already talked about that right now. But anyways, my husband was out there. He bought some trees, so we're outside, and he's like planting, checking the dirt. And then here we have some strawberries growing, and he made some, a whole bunch of plants growing here, and that's a kid's experiment, and that was a kid's experiment too. And so our goal is to pretty much grow our own food because we want to stay more plant-based and save more away from all the processed stuff, and try and do everything from scratch. And but I mean, we still do indulge in things like chips once in a while, and if they're on sale, of course we're gonna get them. They're at 2 for $5 also. And eventually that was like over $100. And usually what we are, a lot of people always want to know, like I always wanted to know what our budget was going to be. Usually we spend about $200 every week, actually. $200 every week. And it's like I said, it's for a family of of 7. Baby's not eating, but I'm eating. I'm always hungry. So how do you make a dog go vegan? My husband does want to go fishing and stuff like that for her, so he says she's a carnivore. She needs to eat meat, and not pebbles. So if you have any ideas of what to do about that, help. Because he wanted to raise bunnies to butcher them for her, and I was like, no. So yeah, help me. Here, real quick, I like the idea. Sometimes kids are so much wiser than us adults. Like Eli had said, he said something that really spoke to me the other day when we were grocery shopping. So I'm going to ask him right now to see if he remembers and what he thinks about being a vegan. Hey, Eli.
Hi.
So what did you say the other day when we were grocery shopping?
Oh, I said don't just go vegan for your lives, but for the animals' lives too.
What do you think about being vegan and plant-based?
I think it's really good. Like soy, it's basically like I can't. If I was a little kid, I'm pretty sure I couldn't even tell the difference. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. Except for the part that I have to eat a whole bunch of more vegetables. I like carrots, but other vegetables I don't like that much.
So that was, like I said, that was one thing. Growing up, I was really picky. I didn't like vegetables. Eli was actually, well, he was the pickiest eater, but now he's the second pickiest eater. He's not a big vegetable fan. I wasn't either. My husband kind of was and kind of not, because he said he was forced to stay at the table when he was growing up until he finished all his vegetables. So good job, mother-in-law. But then there are things like eggplant. He told me, I don't really like eggplant unless it's cut right. So, yeah, but then he likes mushrooms now, which he didn't like. So it's just your palate does change a lot. So eventually the kids, they're eating things that they didn't eat before. My 5-year-old, she is the pickiest eater. You cannot leave you cannot put anything green on her plate because she would freak out. And now she eats spinach. Like she'll just eat raw spinach. She's totally okay with it. But now I'm gonna go to the oldest and ask her what she thinks about being vegan and plant-based. And here she is. Here she is. Hi. What do you think about being vegan?
It's fun. And the food is good. Except for the jackfruit stuff.
The jackfruit, yeah. So Rosabella is the least pickiest eater. No matter what you give her, she will eat or try to eat. She's always been like that.
Except for celery.
Except for celery. Well, I don't even know if I could do celery yet.
I can never eat celery.
Maybe your palate has changed. Maybe you'll be able to eat it now.
I know.
And I would ask the little ones to see what they think, but they probably won't even know. My 3-year-old,
You can try and ask them.
I will try and ask him just for fun. My 3-year-old, he loves vegetables. He'll eat anything that mommy and dad are eating. He loves spicy food. Like we were at a sushi place once, and he just ate like a spoonful of wasabi. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so spicy. He didn't care. And we'll go to like a restaurant, Mexican restaurant, and he'll sit there and drink the salsa. But I'm gonna ask you a question, Bethany.
Yes, Mommy.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you think about vegetables?
Vegetables. My favorite is carrots
Carrots?
and apples.
Carrots and apples.
And strawberries and blueberries.
And what do you? I don't know if she understands what vegan is. What do you think about animals?
Animals. I like this kind.
That's a fox. Do you like to eat animals?
What?
Do you like to eat animals?
Yeah.
You do? So she doesn't know the difference. What what animals do you like to eat?
Not me.
Not you? No. What do you like to eat?
Mm,
Your hair's such a mess.
apple
And fruit.
And fruit.
And pizza.
Pizza, yes. Daya has really good vegan pizza. Besides the cheese and stuff.
He hungry pizza.
He's hungry pizza. What else do you like to eat?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yes, you do. Hummus is a big thing for him. He loves hummus. Taking pictures. Oh, be careful.
I'm okay.
You're okay. Oh, there you go. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Like I said, we'll do a pantry another time. But so yes, if you guys have any questions about plant-based, like I said, do with me, it's mainly just the ethical part of it. I just don't feel okay eating meat, and I guess that's what I'm gonna try and teach my kids, that it's a living being, unless you go hunting and you kill the animal yourself, or you have your own cows and animals that you're butchering, which I don't like the word butchering, but that's what it is. It's an animal being butchered. Shout me out. I don't know what that means. And then it's the kids that are teaching me. Okay, I will. What's your name? Write it down so I can say it. Tell me, write down what you want me to say.
What my Gmail account is.
Okay. So, yeah, it's the kids pretty much that have been talking to me about, the older two that have been talking to me about making the videos and stuff like that. And my sister, who she's also on YouTube, that she always tells me, you guys should have a TV show because you guys are just funny people. But anyways, so yeah, for me, it's the ethical thing of it. I wouldn't, like I said, unless you have the guts to kill the animal, grow and love the animal, then kill it to eat it, then high five to you, I guess. But I can't do it. And same thing, I'm teaching that to the kids. I've been trying to watch more videos to try and explain to my mom, because she has a lot of illnesses that can really be helped by switching to plant-based, which she's very stubborn and doesn't want to listen to me. And I've tried speaking to her and from a religious point. We're a Christian family, but we just love everybody and every living thing that was created by God. That's what I believe, and that's what I'm trying to teach my children. My husband was not Christian before, and he has his own reasons to eat the way we eat now. But it's just respect for life, for everything. And just trying to be healthier. That's the biggest thing for us, to take care of our bodies. And so let me just go scramble through my brain real quick to see if I have anything else to say, because I'm always like, oh, I should have said that. Yeah, my brain works that way. Gotta give a shout out to, just a second. And we're waiting. Shout out to Dragon Master.
But I'm gonna change it to Wolf Prince.
He's changing it to Wolf Prince, so
Maybe later. So I won't be uploading any videos there for like a long time.
yeah. Well, I will tag you guys, do a tag and stuff like that once we get more into that. But for now, that's all we wanted to share, our vegan story and what we had in our fridge. Alrighty. Well, everybody have a great day. See y'all soon.